Did you write The Suppression?
I did not. I found that script through the Austin Film Fest. I went there, which, by the way, if you're looking for a festival to go to, it's the Screenwriter Film Festival. One of the best I've ever been to. It's for screenwriters. I went. I didn't even have anything in it, but the classes and the speakers, the workshops are some of the best I've ever been to. And writers from big shows and big movies are there. You can talk to them, get advice. I was there and I listened to a panel and I met this guy afterwards, and good guy. He lived in LA. We both met up afterwards for coffee and we became fast friends, and he passed me the script. And it was one of the best I've ever read. I couldn't put it down. I was just gonna read the opening scene and go to bed. And I'm like, I'm reading it like, what is going on? I had to keep going to the next page. Actually, that script taught me a lot about writing, about how to really make an impact with each word and sentence. So then I found it there and passed it around to a few producers who finally found someone willing to fund it, and away we went.
And much of it takes place in one location?
It does, yeah. The premise of the film is about a soldier in Iraq who is hit with a blinding light in the middle of this firefight, and he wakes up in this 20 by 20 box or room. So it's essentially like a prison cell. No doors, no windows, no exits, no furniture. He's got all his stuff, his gun and his radio and everything. He has no idea where he is or who put him there. No one talks to him. And the mystery gets stranger from there. He can't radio out. The room starts to change temperature at different points. He's physically pushed because of the things the room is doing to him. Gravity changes at different points, throwing him to the ceiling and the walls and all over the place. And the room keeps changing shape. It's a bit like, Buried or The Cube. It's got that kind of feel. It's a sci-fi thriller with this really great emotional arc to it as well, because it's a soldier who's dealing with a lot of PTSD issues and things like that. So he's got this emotional box and a physical box that he's both dealing with at the same time. It's such a cool film.
And you're in the editing stages of it?
We just finished the first edit. Not locked yet, but very close.
And then what's the plan? What do you hope? Festivals or just distribution in theaters?
Yeah, we're hoping to, it probably won't get into theaters. I mean, the reality, at least nowadays, is that your indie film probably won't go to theaters. Maybe if you have a name in it, you might, but the theaters are now sucked up by the big tentpole movies anymore. So sadly, it's taken all the real estate. So the realistic thing for an indie filmmaker is hopefully you'll get indie run. That's what we're hoping for, because we don't have any stars in it. And hopefully for a good digital release. Well, I'm sure we'll get distribution. The producers have a lot of great connections to that. But we haven't gotten that far in the process. The film's not done yet, so yeah. I think it'll go somewhere. I think this film, every filmmaker will say this, I think this is a really good film. And it's not just a sci-fi thriller. It has a lot of heart to it, and it actually has something to say. So I think that will help. And the performances are really good, really, really good.
Have you ever thought about just trying to get, producers together to four-wall it themselves for a week in like a cheaper theater, or it's just not?
I have, and I've sort of done that, but that's really a lot of work. You can do it. I know people who do it, but to me, you'll end up spending, a year making the film and then 5 years doing all this impossible legwork to get 25 people to come. That's not what I got in this business to do, is to rent a theater and, I don't like that kind of work. It's too much. It's a route some people do and some people thrive on. Not my personal, I don't want to do that. I know this, it's just not my thing.